anyway, we'll avoid that one.
Jesus, I forgot we even had him.
Forget.
That's a whole podcast in its own right. Bloody
Well,
ball.
let's not talk about Tom Rogic then.
Jesus, wait.
I think he should get a call back.
Your favourite, Pat. Your favourite.
Interesting.
Jerry, you're the closest to our beloved Celtic right now, mate. I take it.
Yes.
You'll be going to the game.
Yes, I'll be there. I'm in Burnside, so I'm usually walk it if the weather's nice. But I have to say, I don't know if you saw it last night. Taking a walk down to the stadium, it was horrific weather last night, and I think the forecast for Sunday's not great either. I'm a bit like Pat. You sit and you look at, I don't know how many flat performances I've seen, particularly after the Europa League. But I think I'll go 3-0 for what it's worth. I would dump McGregor onto the bench because, apart from the goals he scored, his contribution seems to me to be severely limited in terms of impact on the play. I would also think about Commons. And I don't know for the life of me why Griffiths isn't getting a shout. I can't remember whether you guys covered that earlier.
Jerry.
But
you couldn't have heard what I was saying about him earlier.
Well, I echo that, Jerry. I think he's got a wee bit of something there.
What I would say is, see, in terms of the crowds and the morale, he needs a good performance on Sunday. He doesn't just need a win. We haven't played well at home.
Exciting.
At any since we beat Dundee United in late July. So bearing in mind, by Sunday we're into the 26th of October. Regardless of what he's trying to do, he needs to do better than that at home. So let's hope we don't just win, but we win well, and the supporters that are there go away and feel, we're on an upward curve, because it doesn't really feel like that. I felt Pat's pain when he was describing it earlier.
Jerry, listen, were you in there last night?
Yes, I was.
Vauxhall Ascot. What did you think of the Green Brigade's performance?
Listen, terrific. I thought the tifo was superb. I mean, you need to, honestly, it was horrible weather. I took my hat off to them. And they did, there's no doubt, I mean, the first couple of games of this season when they weren't there, the stadium was very, very flat. I mean, more so because we've been struggling. And maybe the players that we've got aren't up to the mark, if we're honest, at this stage. Yeah. But without a doubt, our return has lifted the stadium. And,
honestly, see, listening to it over here, I mean, Pat, you said earlier on you were watching it on Channel Dave, which was the BT Sport feed. I was watching it on Setanta Sports over here, so it was an English commentator. It was the Europa League feed or whatever it was. I'd never heard this commentator before in my life, but
Derek Ray, maybe.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. It was I don't know who the hell it was. I've never heard this guy in my life. Because over here, Jerry, it wasn't on Setanta TV. It was on Setanta Plus, which is just the online. So they show every single Europa League game on that. So if you're a subscriber to Setanta, you can tune into it, sort of thing. But anyway, it was the noise that the Green Brigade were making from start to finish.
You could hear it, eh?
It was superb, and it was, again, I don't know what was agreed between the Green Brigade and the board or whatever to get them back in, or concessions must have been made, and there must have been some bloody some kind of compromise made between both sides. But I, for one, I'm delighted it's happened, because
undoubtedly
the noise they make and they're singing throughout, it made the atmosphere.
We should have a white brigade as well. A green brigade.
Yeah.
But, I thought they were great.
They were. I mean, I think that from what I can remember, songs like the Roll of Honour have been notably absent since they come back. So I'm assuming there's been some sort of agreement to kind of tone that down a bit.
Yeah.
But for me, we need them there. They provide something that's been missing. And I hope. I mean, one of the problems that we've got is that the fans, there is a section of the fans feel a sense of alienation. I don't think the decision not to support paying the living wage has helped things. That's been, you'll see a lot of that on Twitter. I think that's a choice on the part of the board. I don't think that's helped things, but for me, people should try and get along to the stadium. If they can afford to go, they need to try and go, because it's the money that comes through the turnstile. It funds how we buy players and the wages that we play. So to me, staying away just makes a bad situation worse. So, as I say, let's hope we win well on Sunday, and we start to get 4,000 or 5,000 people coming back, and we start heading back up the way rather than what seems to have been maybe a 12 or 18-month downward curve.
No, Jerry, did you say that the board decided not to be a minimum wage payer?
Yes. Yes. What's happened?
I thought I got an email the other day saying that they had done that. They'd agreed to.
No, Jimmy. I saw something on Twitter, and basically the board have put a statement saying that they've got a good staff welfare programme. They provide a discount scheme. Healthcare, private healthcare options. They kind of outlined everything that they did pay, and then talked about how the difficult Scottish football market, basically, they're not prepared. So
well, we had this conversation the other day, Kevin and I hope that goes for the programme sellers, because I was a programme seller for years and it was always on the side.
Yeah. No, they've opted not to pay the living wage, so that's not good. That's not.
It's very Tory-esque, Jerry. Very Tory-esque, unfortunately.
Yes, and
funnily enough, sorry, Jerry, when you go.
No. I mean, one thing I think you might want to touch on in the future again. I mean, I know listening to the Homeboys, I don't know if any of you guys picked it up, but there is definitely a sense of alienation from a reasonable area of the support. No, it's whether the signing policy this season, the living wage, the decision to go for 1 o'clock kickoffs on a Sunday without a kind of reasonable level of consultation. There's a lot of things that are milling around, and there's no doubt, in my opinion, that probably is having an effect on the support, the attendances.
It might have. In fact, Jerry, I mean, Liam mentioned this before we came on air tonight as well about the whole living wage debate, but I think we will probably park that tonight and we'll put that aside for another podcast. But it's something definitely we'll probably touch on. But I mean, the other thing about the 1 o'clock kickoffs there, I'll have you know, Jerry, a 1 o'clock kickoff over there is a fantastic time for a kickoff for us over here in WA. Maybe not so much in. Well, in fact, it's not bad in Osaka, Japan, and it's not bad in Melbourne. I'll tell you something: a 1 o'clock kickoff in Glasgow is either an 8 o'clock,
7 or 8.
It's either an 8 o'clock or a 9 o'clock kickoff, depending what time of year it is. So if you can imagine that, Jerry, or a Saturday or a Sunday, it's outstanding, mate. It's outstanding.
Listen, guys,
I'm always going to sign a petition for lunchtime.
Well, you know what? Sorry, Jerry. I mean, I know what you're saying there, mate, right? And I agree with you at the start, but Kevin just saying that when we think of the global support that Celtic have, on this side of the world,
no, but it's only us in this time zone.
Yeah, I know.
Aye, it's only us in this time zone that benefit from that.
And then, but then when I still live in Canada, so a 1 o'clock kick-off there would be what, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, not bad.
So it's not too bad.
Can't get a good swallow in you.
So fuck you, Glasgow.
Well, anyway, guys, 3-0 and onwards and upwards. That's the verdict. Yep. For all that it took me 15 minutes to say why.
Jerry, before you go, any shout-outs or anything you want to promote, mate?
Really, just to Celtic supporters everywhere, hail, and get along to the game on Sunday. Yes, our day will come in more ways than one, Kev.
The 45%ers, Jerry.
Yes, that will soon become 50 plus, I guarantee it.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Good on you. Jerry, it's always great to have you on, mate, and to hear from you. I'm glad you got in touch tonight, mate.
Delighted, guys. Delighted. The next day off you're on, I'll be back on again. My wife was moaning away at me there, but put her in her box, so not literally though. All the best. Hail, mate.
Hail,
Jerry. All the best.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers, Jerry.
Magic.
And no sooner was he on than he was away again. Right, boys. We'll need to wrap it up. Pat, what's happened to the time here?
About 8 hours, I think we'll be on.
Jesus, wet. I'll tell you what, that's Jerry McMahon's fault. Still there. He's not
You're
left.
so always supposed to like to share things.
He's caring and sharing. I'm
Right,
going to
you're
blame it all on you, Jerry.
You're havering now. Move it. Come on.
I know. Right. Liam, any shout-outs or whatever?
No.
How's the Osaka number 1 CSC going?
There still is only number of 1 membership, me.
Good. Have you had any arguments with yourself?
No. See, I used to be schizophrenic, but we're all right now.
That's good, mate. That's good. James, anything you'd like to say, sir, before we wrap it?
Well, talking about meeting people with Celtic tops on and stuff like that. So yeah, a wee shout out to Andrew Yaron in Geraldton, who's like a young 8-year-old Aboriginal fella, and he's got a Celtic top.
Go on, Andrew.
Yes. So good on you, Andrew.
Fair play. Is that it?
Yep. And my family and friends back home.
Beautiful.
And Tobias
Juggus.
Yep.
Jerry, are you still there? Nah.
No.
Is he gone? I've still seen his face. Maybe he's just been quiet. Right, Patrick, I'll leave you to last if that's okay, mate. I'll just say, please employ me. I'm quite a decent project manager or contract manager. If you're in the Perth area and you're listening, and you want
to subsidise a pub venture, then
please give me.
You can always do a weekly podcast in the pub.
Please give me a job. But no, it's always good, guys. I didn't even give my prediction for the game tomorrow, but I'm going to go different from all of you. Sunday. It's going to be 2-0 to the Celtic, and it's going to be the 2 new main strikers that are going to get the goals. It's going to be Mr. John Guidetti, and it's going to be Mr. Stefan Skepovic, 2-0 Celtic. Hail to everybody in the Mandra CSC. Hail to everybody in the Erngobras CSC. And yes, please give me a job. And if you know anybody that's recruiting, please, I'll send you my CV.
Even radio stations.
Oh, absolutely, radio stations. Patrick, over to you.
It's a bit damp like this.
Jerry!
I've cut him off, don't worry. Cutting him off is alright, he's gone. Dear, Jerry boy. I'm sure he just farted as well, but anyway. We never give really any mentions to anybody in the chat room, so I'm just going to quickly scan through some of just the names, because we're having a nice little chat about us. Martin Tyrrell, John Connell, Vatican Boy, so the Pope's actually been on in the chat room. Who else? Michael Downey's there. Vatican Boy again. Martin Kelly, he's an idiot. Anyway, Michael Down again, more Vatican Boy, and I think Vatican Boy was his last one said he was at Mass. Hail, hail, and keep the faith.
Nice.
So there you go.
And don't forget Pope Francis, maybe. That could be Pope Francis.
Franny boy.
That could be Franny.
Michael Downey's saying don't forget the clocks go back in the UK this weekend as well. So
this weekend, right? So that means we. No, that means we go.
No, they go back.
Aye, you do, Pat. We don't.
No, we've already. No, we've went.
Nothing, mate.
No, we've gone forward already. That happened a couple of weeks ago. But Glasgow go back.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right.
So stuff's up. Any of those 3 o'clock.
We don't have daylight saving anything like that.
We do nothing. Our clocks never move.
We had 3 o'clock. Any 3 o'clock kick-off for us and now 2 in the morning. So it's all a bit stuffed. So anyway, let me do a couple of quick notices there. Because, the Kano, I don't know if you heard about the Kano stuff. They're doing basically a group of kids from Dublin. They're travelling over to the game at the weekend. So apparently up at 4 in the morning to come over and see the game. So that's a fairly big effort. If you're listening to Homeboy, you'd hear the guys in there chatting about that one. That's a fairly decent effort, I have to say. So the guys, I think Joe McKenna and I think David Harper might be coming over with him as well. So